Hey guys, Meteorologist Chris Tomer here with this morning mountain weather update. My first stop, live cam, up here at Sunshine, up in the Banff area, Sunshine Village, reporting a few inches of new snow here in the last 24 hours. You can see some of the cameras and the snow stake. So I'm forecasting a pretty steady period for the next 3 days of light to moderate snow accumulation. So you'll get some additional snow today, tonight, tomorrow, and the day after across the Banff area. What this represents is our first storm system that's moving in. So let me just talk about what I'm seeing here. Because now when I look out, here are my bullet points this morning. When I look out through 3:30, I see 4 storm systems affecting the west. Yesterday it was 3, today now I see 4 when I look out through 3:30. And that could mean some big time totals, feet of accumulation in places. One of those would be the Sierra. You can see the timing, the Tetons, the Wasatch, Colorado. Here in Colorado, light snow accumulation today, tonight, and then a heavy period followed by a light period, then a heavy period 328 through 329. So that represents all 4 different storm systems. In the northeast, this 323 storm is looking potent. The totals have gone up even more. I'll show you this heavy band of snow that's now setting up across a lot of the major ski areas here in just a second. I want to take you to water vapor this morning and explain what's happening here. So on this, your whites, your blues, or your moisture aloft, and so there's our first storm system. That's the one that's producing some overrun and some snow today, tonight, across the Banff area, Sunshine, interior BC. Now this storm is going to get sacrificed because it's going to run into this dry air, this high pressure, and it's going to kind of disintegrate into just light snow accumulation. That's what's going to happen today, tonight, across the west. The low behind it, number 2, will come in with most of its energy with a lot of jet support, benefiting from what this first area of low pressure did. And then there's another area of low pressure behind that, and that's also a large storm. And there's another low off the map, off the satellite. So those are your 4 storm systems in time. Here's the latest jet forecast. So again, the first storm kind of dies, but you can see the next storm coming, the big trough out over the Pacific. Here it is moving into California, Washington, Oregon, 322, 323, and then it moves into the interior west, 324, and kind of spins up into a stronger area of low pressure in Colorado briefly, 324 into 325, and you can kind of see it diving down and spinning through New Mexico and southeast Colorado, the panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma. Immediately behind it, you can see the trough sliding in on its heels. That's the next storm system with jet support. So it happens fast. And then the final storm, well, the third storm was right here with its own jet support in. You can see the trough coming in on 327, 328, 329 through most of the Intermountain West. So that's the third. And there's even one behind this, and you can see it right here. Look at the next storm system, or the next trough diving in to parts of Washington, California, and Oregon. So all 4 storm systems now on the board. Here's the forecast radar by 5:30. And again, what you see here across the Intermountain and the northern tier in Banff is really just the disintegration, the leftover of storm number 1. That moves away. Here comes the next storm system. It holds together, obviously, it's much stronger. You can see what happens, heavy snow from the Sierra through parts of the interior, Tetons, Wasatch, Colorado, Montana, Idaho. Watch what happens in Colorado into 325. Low spins up, turns to snow all the way down into Denver by the morning of late 324 and the morning of 325, and then the whole thing sweeps away. And then the next storm comes in. You can see the energy, here it comes, 326. And then the next storm, that third storm, is a powerful one. It's got a lot of precip, and that's heavy for the Tetons, Idaho, Montana, Wasatch, and parts of the central and northern mountains of Colorado. And then that moves away. Here comes the 4th storm system into the Pacific Northwest and California. And then that one, by the end of the month, into the beginning of April, would cross the Intermountain West. All right, my latest grand total map looks like this. Big time totals. And this trend of trending up really started yesterday afternoon, and the numbers are still big. The Tetons, I mean, you're looking at almost 3 feet. Basically 2 to 3 feet across the Wasatch, 1 to 2 feet or more across parts of Colorado. Anywhere in purple on this map is over a foot. And you can see the western part of Colorado, the western slope is mostly in that 1 to 2, 2.5 foot category. Parts of Montana now looking big with almost 2 feet of accumulation, about a foot through Idaho. And look at the numbers in the Sierra. Those have definitely gone up with the addition of a 4th storm system. Now we're looking at potentially 3 to 4 feet of accumulation. And you can see the numbers up in parts of Sunshine and Fernie and Red Mountain. It's kind of a consistent snow over the next few days that adds up to about 8 to 10, maybe 8 to 12 inches of accumulation. Okay, breaking it down by time period, today, tomorrow, next 48 hours, most of the accumulation is in BC in the northern tier. Next time period, 323 through 325, this captures the essentially the second storm system in the group. You can see the totals, 8 to 10, 8 to 12 across the Tetons, 5 to 10, 6 to 12, something like that for the Wasatch, and run at about 6 to 12 in Colorado, and about a foot for the Sierra. Next time period, 326 through 330, this captures the final storm systems, and you can see the numbers. They're very impressive. A couple of feet potential there, a potential for the Tetons and also the Wasatch, about a foot up in parts of Red Lodge and Big Sky, Brundage, 8 to 12 through Schweitzer and Sun Valley. The numbers in Colorado, anywhere from another 6 to 12 inches. And look at the numbers in the Sierra. Those have definitely gone up in this time period, another 2 to 3 feet alone in that time period. Okay, final stop is in the northeast, and again, look at these numbers. Now we're over 2 feet in a lot of the major ski areas in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Again, it's all about that 323 storm that really hugs the coast. It's a much tighter circulation, throws that preferred bandage into the interior, a bit of a nor'easter type component to it for sure. And there's also some heavy snow later, or moderate snow later in the period around 328 or so. But really focusing on this 323 storm, that could lay down some heavy snow accumulation. All right, guys, we're going to end on the grand total map here for this morning. And again, we've got some big totals ahead with the potential for 4 storm systems between now and late 3:30. Thanks for tuning in here, guys. Always appreciate it, and take care.